All right, so option to start holding the weights. We'll start with some shoulder movement. All right, arms just hanging by the sides, collarbones wide, standing tall. We'll inhale, lift your shoulders up. Exhale, lower the shoulders down. Feel length through the top of the head, through the neck. Inhale, shoulders up. And get a little longer or taller as the shoulders come down. 3 more. Even weight between the front and backs of the feet. Spread the toes wide. Lifting from the arches of the feet up through the pelvic floor, abdominals, and out through the crown of the head. One more time. All right, little pinch in the shoulder blades. Let's bend the arms to 90 degrees, palms facing up, and we'll rotate the arms out. And in, option to add a little head turn, neck stretch. Four more. All right, and we'll let the arms hang by your sides. Let's take some big shoulder rolls. Really exaggerate the movement of your shoulders, of your collarbones, your shoulder blades, and reverse. We're gonna start by taking some squats here. We're gonna fold the hips and knees, let the arms just hang, and then stand up tall. Sending the hips back as we fold at the hips and knees, keeping the back pretty straight. Neutral spine. Inhale, fold. Exhale, stand. 3 more. And this time we'll fold at the hips and knees and stay here. And now we're going to lift the elbows up, hands come toward the waist, and then back down. Rowing the elbows up, squeeze the shoulder blades. Three more. Hold the elbows up and we'll press back and then bend. Tricep press. Press back and bend the arms. Four. 3, 2, press back, hold little circles of the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades, reverse, and we'll stand all the way up. Let's step the feet out wide, and we'll take a twist. Let the arms swing and sway. One more each way. All right, we'll keep the feet wide. Let's turn the toes out, heels in, and we'll bring the ends of the weights together. If you're using them, you're gonna lift the weights up to your chin and back down, just the arms for a few. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. And this time we'll lift up. And now as you lower down, we'll squat down, sumo squat. And stand up. Inhale, lower the weights, lower the hips. Exhale, lift and stand. as straight as you can. Lift up through your pelvic floor, inner thighs and abdominals as you stand up. 3 more. Let's come down one more time. Squat down, palms face in. Let's open to the sides and lower. Up to the side. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open up the chest. 3 more. Maybe sit a little deeper. We'll set the weights down and stand up. Let's turn the toes forward and we'll take some big hip circles. Big yawn for the hip joints. Reverse. And hips back to the center. Let's tip from one leg to the other, keeping the same space, the same distance between both feet. Zip up through your core. And we'll find our balance on one side, little circles of your leg. Reverse. Pulses up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to the other side. Find your balance. Little circles. Stable pelvis as you circle your legs or your one leg. Reverse. Pulsing up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and step back down. All right, let's create some space in front of you. We're gonna go down and up, feet hip width or wider. Your choice if you wanna lift the arms up in between or not. We're gonna come down through a squat, walk out on the hands, out to a plank position. Hold that plank for a breath or take a little push up. And then bend your knees, walk your hands toward your feet. See if you can keep the back straight the whole time. Down and up at your own pace. Come all the way back up to standing. All right, take the feet out just a little bit wider now. We're gonna fold at the hips and knees, walk out to your plank again. Okay, we're gonna hold this plank. Let's step your right foot to your left, and then back out, and then step left to right. So we're stepping side to side. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet wide, and we'll lift the hips up, find a downward dog-like stretch. Pedal the feet if that feels good to you. And then bend your knees, walk your hands toward your feet, come through your squat, and stand up. Let's take some big arm circles, reach forward and up, back behind you and down. Big yawn for the shoulders. One more. And then reverse. Reach behind you and up. One more. And we'll come down to sitting. gonna take some push-ups behind your back. Hands behind you, fingers can point forward or to the sides. And we're gonna bend the arms and straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, press. Three more. Bend the arms, little pulses, up an inch, down an inch. 4, 3, all the way up. All right, let's bring the legs together. Press your feet down into the floor. Extend the arms, palms facing down. We're gonna hinge back. Squeeze the knees, keep pressing the feet down and pump your arms for hundreds. Inhale for 5 arm pumps. Exhale for 5 arm pumps. Keeping the back fairly straight, although the eyes are level with the floor, so the chin is tucked slightly. Maybe you lift one foot up, leg to tabletop. And maybe switch legs. Maybe both legs. Both legs up or both legs down. 2 more breaths. And we'll set the feet down, open your knees, let's hinge forward. Lengthen your spine, draw your belly button toward your feet. Come back up to sitting, and then we'll sit cross-legged. And we're gonna take a twist. Bring the right hand behind you, left hand across to your right knee. Equal weight on both hips, sit up tall as you twist. Look over the right shoulder, take a few deep breaths into your back. And we'll switch. Left arm behind you, right hand across to your knee. Sitting taller and deep breaths. Spread the back of your ribs wide as you inhale. And get taller as you exhale. And we'll untwist. All right, we're gonna do a little more with the abdominals. Option to use the weights. We'll have the feet down, legs together again, and arms up to the ceiling. You could, if you're not holding the weights, you could hold on behind your thighs if you like. We're gonna hinge back, take the arms down, level with the floor, and then lift the spine, lift the arms up. Inhale, hinge back, lower the arms. Exhale, zip up through midline. Press your feet down. Draw your abdominals in. Lifting straight up. Three more. And let's hinge back and hold, palms up, little circles of your arms. Reverse. And we'll come up, lift your arms, lift your spine. Let's come back again. Palms up, now we'll bend one arm and switch, alternating bicep curls. Option to lift one or both legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll set the weights off to the side. Okay, hands behind you again, this time fingers pointing sideways. Open the knees a little deeper, squeeze the shoulder blades. Waking up the back of the body, we're gonna lift the hips up, open through the front of the hips, and then slowly lower the hips down. And again, press down through the hands and feet, lift the hips, slowly lower down. Squeeze your shoulder blades. Let's do 2 more. Hold it up. And now stabilize your pelvis. Lift one leg to tabletop. Step back down and switch. Keep trying to lift your hips up as you march. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we'll come back down. Let's come off the hands for a moment. Legs however you like. Take a few big shoulder rolls in each direction. Okay, we'll bring the hands back behind you again, knees bent. All right, we're gonna keep the right foot down, lift your left foot up. You're gonna lift your pelvis up and lower down. Good. Same leg again. 3 more. Keeping the hips level, slow and controlled. 1 more with this leg. We'll come down and switch. 3 more. Squeeze your shoulder blades. How high can you lift the hips? 2 more. And come back down. Let's lay on your back. Okay, we're gonna move the arms without using weights. Legs can be however you like. Let's reach your arms to the ceiling. We're gonna take 1 arm backward, 1 arm forward. Lift and switch. Stretch the arms away from each other. Reaching your arms a little longer as you move. Tuck your chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Let's take both arms back. And we're gonna bend the elbows out to the sides, kind of a goalpost position. And then reach the arms back behind you. Let's do that a few times. So we're bending the elbows out to the sides, 90-degree bend at the elbow, and then reaching the arms back. Trying to keep your arms heavy on the floor. Getting a little pectoral stretch. 3. Bend the elbows out to the sides and then bring the hands up so the elbows are straight out from the shoulder. Now from here we're going to take 1 hand backward, 1 hand forward, and then come back up and switch. So we're rotating the upper arm bones within the shoulder socket, and just keep exploring how far can you go in each direction. I find that the forward direction is a little stiffer. It depends on your shoulders. And now let's take both arms the same direction. So we'll take both hands back and then up and both hands forward. And again, exploring how far you can go in each direction. 1 more of each. And let's reach your arms up to the ceiling, palms facing in. We'll keep the arms vertical. We're gonna lift the arms straight up, lifting the shoulders off the floor, and then slowly melt the shoulders down. Let your head be heavy. Inhale, lift your arms to lift your shoulders, widening the scapula, and slowly melt the shoulders down. Collarbones wide. Lifting straight up, stretching the muscles between your shoulder blades. 2 more. Relax your arms, straighten your legs down on the floor, and let your legs fully relax. We're going to try and use just our lower abdominals here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, draw your pubic bone toward your belly button. Inhale, relax. And again, exhale, pubic bone to belly button, lengthening the lower back, contracting the lower abdominals. Inhale to let it go. Exhale, pull your pubic bone toward your belly button. Inhale to release, and keep going at your own pace. Try and keep your glutes relaxed, your hips relaxed. Heavy legs. You might even feel a little stretch through the front of the hips as you draw your pubic bone to your navel. 3 more. And this time, draw your pubic bone to your belly button. Engage the lower abdominals and hold that engagement. Stay and breathe for the count of 10, 9, 8, go a little deeper, 6, 5, 4, a little deeper than that, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bend the knees again now, feet down on the mat. And now imagine that your pelvis is sitting on a lazy Susan, maybe a really creaky old one. We're gonna reach the right sit bone forward toward your right heel, lengthening the right side of the waist, shortening the left. Come back through center and switch. Reach the left hip forward and come back through center. And that's our movement. Exhale to reach one hip forward. Inhale, release. Exhale, reach the other hip forward toward your heel. How much can you use your abdominals for this movement? And if it feels icky in your back, you can always tuck the pelvis a little bit of an imprint. How much can you use your abdominals to create that movement? One more each side. And back to neutral. Let's find that little imprint. So draw pubic bone to navel. Let's grab our weights. Arms up to the ceiling. We'll do some abdominal or dead bug series. Let's take legs to tabletop. Deepen that imprint. So press the lower back down, press your shoulders down, press your lower ribs down. We're gonna move opposite limbs. Take the right arm back, tap the left toes down. Exhale, lift up to the start position and switch. Inhale, lower. Exhale and lift. Maintaining that imprint the whole time. Let's do same side limbs, right arm, right leg. Exhale to lift and switch. Deepen your abdominals to lift up. Back up. Let's do opposite arm and leg to the sides. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Stabilizing the pelvis from moving side to side. One more each way. And let's take a little break. All right, so we'll give the legs and back a break. Shoulder blades flat against the floor, arms down by your sides. With palms up, let's do a few bicep curls here. Bend and straighten the arms. You can have your elbows down or hover your elbows up. Connect to your abdominals, especially as you exhale. And if you prefer to have your legs at tabletop, you're more than welcome to do that. Three more. Okay, we're gonna set the left weight aside. We'll reach your right arm up to the ceiling and take your left leg up to the ceiling. And then take your left hand behind your head. Okay, so we're gonna take your arm back, your leg forward as you inhale. And now exhale, lift your arm and leg up and curl your head and chest up. Maybe touch the weight to your leg. Inhale, lower with control. Exhale to curl and lift. Connecting the muscles from your right armpit to your left inner thigh. Two more. Okay, let's switch sides. Left arm up, right hand behind your head, and right leg up to the ceiling. We'll start by taking your arm back, your leg forward, and now exhale, lift up, curl up, and maybe touch the weight to your leg. Inhale, lower with control. Working as you come down, working as you come up. Breathe out. Connecting the muscles from your left armpit to your right inner thigh. Three more. And we'll come all the way down. Okay, so this time we'll keep your head down. Let's take the right arm up. You can do this with or without the weight. Take your left leg up. So focusing again on pelvic stability. We're gonna take your arm and leg back. Then we're gonna circle out to the sides and up to the ceiling. Reaching back, circle out, and then draw up into midline. Back and forth, circle sideways, and up. One more. Let's reverse that. We go out to the sides first, circle forward, circle back, and then straight up. Sideways, arm goes back, leg goes forward, and then straight up. Is it a circle? Is it a triangle? Something in between? Who knows? One more. And we'll switch sides. Left arm, right leg. We're gonna start by taking your arm back, your leg forward, circle to the sides, and lift up to midline. Reaching backward with your arm, forward with your leg, circle to the side, and draw up and in. Stable pelvis, especially as you open to the side. One more. Reversing, we open sideways. Circle the arm back, the leg forward, then lift up. Open side, around, and up. Two more. And we'll set that down. Let's set both arms down. Both legs straight up to the ceiling. Imprint the spine here, press your lower back down, curl the tailbone up, maintain this position. We're gonna take one leg forward, how low is up to you, and then you're gonna switch, and switch, and switch. So both legs moving simultaneously. See if you can bring one leg toward your chest. So that's the harder thing to do. Just bring one leg toward your face. Both legs up. Now open the legs apart and close together. Open and close. Keep pressing the low back down, curl the tailbone up. Two more. Now we're gonna tip your legs back toward your face as much as you can. Open the legs, little circle around and forward. Up and back, circle around and forward. Keep pressing the low back down. So if your back starts to arch, you've gone too low with the legs. One more. Reverse. Deepen your abdominals as the legs go forward. Last one. And we'll hug your knees. Stir your knees in opposite directions. Big yawn for your hips. Reverse. Let's step the right foot down, cross your left thigh over your right, thigh over thigh, knee over knee. Open the arms to the sides. We're gonna tip your knees over to the right, turn your head to the left, and we'll hang out for a stretch here. Take a few deep breaths into your back. And press your abdominals down, press your back down to come back to center, and we'll switch sides. Crossing right knee over left, thigh over thigh. Tip your knees to the left, nose to the right. Deep breaths here. And we'll come back to center. Okay, let's roll over to one side. We'll start with both legs straight. Long line from your head, out through your legs, out through your feet. All right, draw your abdominal wall in toward your spine, little tiny pelvic tuck. And we're gonna lift and lower the top leg. So a little up and down here. If you want more challenge, you can take that front hand off the floor. And now we'll hold this leg up. From here, we're gonna lift and lower the bottom leg. Draw your lower abs in, zip up through the abdominals as you lift your leg. Hold the bottom leg up, little circles of this leg. Stabilizing the top leg, moving just the bottom leg. And reverse. And we'll lower both legs down. Squeeze your thighs together, navel to spine. We're gonna lift both legs up. Inhale, lower both legs down. Exhale, navel in and lift up. Inhale, lower. Option to add a little upper body lift, lifting the head and chest as you lift your legs. Exhale up, inhale down. Option to take the top hand to your hip or thigh. Maybe sliding that hand down towards your knee. 3. You can press into that lower arm. And one more. And we'll lower down. Let's take both legs slightly forward, a little angle in front of you, flex the feet. All right, stabilizing the pelvis, let's lift the top leg to hip height. We're gonna take your leg forward and then point the foot as you go back. Inhale, flex to the front. Exhale, point to the back. Think tailbone back as your leg goes forward, and think pubic bone forward as the leg goes back. Two more. We'll keep this foot pointed. We're gonna take the leg forward, big circle up, back and down. How big a circle can you make while stabilizing the pelvis? One more. And reverse. Pubic bone forward as your leg goes back. One more here. And let's hold that leg behind you. Little pulses back and back and back. Pulsing that upper thigh back and up toward your glute. Squeezing that butt cheek. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, let's pull the bottom leg back. Place your top knee down. Lift and lower the bottom leg. Zip up through your abdominals. And we'll hold that bottom leg up. We're gonna do a little forward and backward movement, holding that leg up. 3 more. And rest that leg down. All right, let's bend both knees, heels back in line with the tailbone. Push yourself up onto your forearm. And we'll take a stretch here. Reach your arm up to the ceiling. We're gonna twist under, reach under the space underneath you, or through the space underneath you, and then untwist and reach up to the ceiling. Rotate down, look back, and lift up. One more, maybe go a little further. Reach up to the ceiling, and now lift your pelvis up. Same thing here, inhale, reach under, exhale, untwist, reach up. If this is too much in the shoulder, you can always come down. One or two more. And we'll lower the hips and go to the other side. Starting in a straight line, zip up through your core, pubic bone to navel, and we'll start by lifting and lowering the top leg, keeping the hips stacked, making sure that leg is in line with your spine, not behind or in front of the spine, but just straight in line. Hold that leg up now. Lift and lower the bottom leg. Exhale up, inhale down. Navel in to lift up, or navel back into the spine. You can have that hand in front of you for support, or you can take it off the floor if you like. Let's hold that leg up, little circles of the bottom leg, stabilizing the top leg. Reverse. And we'll lower both legs down. Squeeze your thighs together, navel to spine, and we'll lift both legs up, lower both legs down. Exhale, draw your abs in and lift. Inhale, lower. Navel to spine, then lift. Option to lift the head and chest. And also option to take the top hand off the floor. Pressing down through that lower arm, the bottom arm. 3 more. We'll lower down, take your legs forward, little diagonal in front of you. Flex the feet, lift your top leg to hip height, and we'll take this leg forward. Point your foot as you go back. Think about rolling the top hip back as your leg goes forward and rolling that hip forward as your leg goes back. So just a little counter movement of your hip, of your pelvis. Three more. And we'll keep that foot pointed, big circle forward, up, back, and down. Stabilize your pelvis, big circle of your leg. 2 more. And reverse. One more big circle around. And rest. No. Let's take that leg behind you. Little pulses back and back. Drawing your thigh bone toward your sit bone. So squeezing that lower glute, upper hamstring. 4, 3, 2, 1, and now rest. All right, we're gonna do some inner thigh work. So we'll pull that bottom leg back, place the top knee down, lift and lower the bottom leg. Exhale up, inhale down. Squeeze your abs in, connect your inner thigh and your abdominals. 3, 2. Let's lift and hold. Take your leg forward and back, keeping that leg lifted. 3 more. Okay, let's push you up onto your forearm. Knees together, ankles together, heels back in line with your tailbone, and lift your ribs up. We'll start with our moving stretch, reaching underneath yourself, rotate back or rotate in, and then untwist, reach up. Reach through that space underneath you, and untwist, reach up. One more time. Maybe you go a little further, maybe not. And take that arm up to vertical. Let's lift the pelvis up. Same movement here. Inhale under, exhale up. One or two more. All right, and we'll lower the hips down. Let's come to hands and knees now. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll spread the fingers wide. Keeping the back straight, we're gonna rock forward and back. Keeping the pelvis in neutral, so it's tempting to tuck the pelvis as we go back, but try and keep your tailbone slightly lifted. So you keep that little arch in your low back as you hinge back. Okay, let's turn your hands out sideways. You're welcome to take the hands a little wider if your wrists feel tight. And we're also going to take the knees out a little wider. And same motion, forward and back. Just a different angle for the hips and for the wrists. Okay, we're gonna bring the feet together. The knees are still fairly wide. And let's see if we can turn the fingers backward. And then same movement here. We're not gonna get the same range of motion. Let's just see what we can get. And if that's too intense, you can always untwist and have the fingers pointing forward or a different angle. All right, let's bring the knees back together. Untwist the forearms, the wrists. Let's flip one hand over. So the back of your hand is gonna come down, fingers point toward your knees. And we're just gonna hang out here for a moment, just stretching that forearm, stretching that wrist. It's up to you how much weight you put on that hand, so you can have less weight or more weight depending on what your wrist needs or doesn't need. And let's switch hands. So back of your hand comes down, palm is up, and the fingers are facing your knee. You can put more pressure or less pressure. All right, and then we're gonna reach the arms out forward, hips over the knees, and walk the arms forward until you can bring your chest toward the floor, stretching the upper back. You can have your chin down or your forehead down. Big stretch for the shoulders, for the upper back. We're gonna slither forward to a Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders, the hips are down. Lift through the top of the head, squeeze the shoulder blades, and now try to pull your body forward with your arms. Keep pulling and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Let's take the elbows just a little bit wider. And then bring your hands together. We'll stack one palm on the other. And then we'll tuck the chin just a little bit, so we're looking just beyond your hands, an inch or two in front of the hands. Okay, and we're gonna move the sternum in relation to the hands. So let's move the sternum toward your hands. Squeeze the shoulder blades together behind you. And now pull your sternum away from your hands, back and up. And again, move the sternum forward and down toward the hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And now pull your sternum, your breastbone, back and up away from the hands. So we're moving the shoulder blades as we move the sternum. Just exploring how far you can go in each direction. 2 more. Squeeze the shoulder blades, sink the chest, and then pull the chest back and wide, just widening the upper back. 1 more time. And we're gonna bring your chest all the way down. Take your arms out to the sides, out to a T. Tuck the pelvis now, so we'll lengthen the lower back. Drive your pubic bone down, belly button up. Float your forehead an inch or 2 off the floor. Keep the feet down and float your arms up. Now turn your head to the right. Look at the right hand as you lift that arm up as high as you can without letting the other hand touch the floor. And then lower that hand down to a hover. And we'll switch. Turn your head to the left. Watch the left hand as you lift it up without letting that right hand drop. Come back down. And again, turn your head to the right. Lift the right arm. Keep lifting the abdominals. And we go to the left. How high can you go? 1 more each side. Pubic bone down, belly button up. All right, point your nose at the floor, still floating the head slightly up. Draw your abdominals up even further. Circle your arms, little circles, slow circles. Stabilize your back, your legs, your pelvis. Reverse. And now take 1 arm forward, 1 arm backward, and switch. Windmilling the arms. 3, 2, 1, and rest. You can hang out here or come to a child's pose or any stretch that feels good to you. All right, hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Find your long, flat back. Ending with a little bit of balance. Let's take the right arm forward, left leg back. Holding for 3 breaths. Lengthen from the top of your head out through the back toes. Stabilize the spine and pelvis as you switch sides. Lift your abdominals and lengthen your spine. And back down, tuck the toes, hover the knees. 1 inch off the floor, stay and breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And come down and rest, and you're all done.